if you're a citizen, but you are not complying, a senior citizen, you're not complying with getting the vax, potentially, maybe you don't get your old age pension. It's that serious. And so we have watchdogs, and they're watching all of that stuff. When we have a nation that is leaving Art Pawlowski in jail, a godly, good man in jail, this is illegal. It's pathetic. He's now a political prisoner, really. And by the way, please pray, because tomorrow at 2:00, that's when he has a hearing, so that hopefully he can get let out. And we want to stand with Art Pawlowski right now. And this is the most hated man in Canada by our government. Jason Kenney could do something about this. Why is Jason Kenney? He's supposed to be a conservative representative. Well, I don't know if it's because, you know, he hides his sexuality, or I don't know. I don't know. All I know is he pretends to be on the side of Christianity and freedom of religion. But when asked about it, he gives up all these things about the rule of law. The rule of law. Where was the rule of law this last year, Mr. Kenney? You're just a joke. And it's so shameful, and it's bringing a reproach on our nation. And you're at least a conservative representative. You're a premier that represents conservative ideas, and you try to convince all the churches of that. And yet when it comes down to it, you have left. And why is that? Is that because Art Pawlowski's had a few things to say about what you've done, so you're punishing him? Perhaps, maybe that's it. I don't know. Please pray for Art Pawlowski to get out. He's supposed to be on a tour across the United States right now, telling them about what's going on. So I'm here in his stead, and I'm touring for him. And I did have fun having a good time with Cindy Chafian, who is representing Pastor Art down here. And God bless that woman for doing that. It's out of her own pocket, and she just helps him.
Sure. No, number one, it was great to meet you there. It was in San Diego, California.
That's it. Right. It was kind of the other side of the country, because I'm in Nashville right now.
So I do want to show this now that you've referenced some of a couple things. Number one, Artur Pawlowski. I love that guy. He is a dear friend. He actually has been on stage with me on multiple occasions. I've actually been in homes with him here in the United States when he was journeying through the country for months. And I think it's just horrific what they're doing to him and imprisoning him. And yes, it's amazing that they're picking on him. And I have to say this. I am more of a spiritual guy, than I am a religious guy. But when I heard him bear his testimony about his own belief system in Christ, I have never been more moved ever by a single speaker than Artur. And it was actually in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'll never forget it. And in fact, I wasn't the only one who said it. It was incredibly moving and the most powerful testimony I have ever heard out of a pastor's mouth ever. He is just an incredible human being. And yes, anyone who's communist, anti-Christian would single him out because he is a lion, as you hear referenced many times out of his mouth. And he demands that all pastors and all individuals become lions of their own testimonies and beliefs. I also want to mention that, and my prayers are with him and his family for sure.